we're live. Texas State action. Week 3, 2-0. Actually had kind of a nail-biting win. Last game out, we played that yesterday against UTSA on the road. And now we're coming back here home against FCS school, so should be able to play a lot of guys, see some young guys.
Welcome to San Marcos, Texas, home of the Texas State Podcast, a place widely known as one of the continuously inhabited sites in America, and we expect our crowd to continually inhabit and make their presence known in this game. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see, the Royals taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas State Podcast. 48 Sports College Football re-savings with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kick it off to get us underway. No return coming. He'll call for your Bearcats. So the Texas State Podcast offense will get the first swing of the game. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running back always to the star. This guy feels that.
And he can do a lot of different things. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block it. He might even see throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Shakes off the tackle. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Damn it.
Holding penalty, ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. They go to the ground. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the line. Continuing to turn and move forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. quarterback empties his backfield. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try the run. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Bobcats are flying down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Offense in an empty set.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game.
This time got it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
And the Bobcats getting set on first and 10. The give out of the gun. Makes a man miss. And he's
God, they get injured every play.
Pick up pretty good yardage.
It's
Let's
crazy.
see if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. He leaves it with his back. Brought down to the ground. He has enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined, run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside, and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
Going to work on second down in the red zone as Silton's ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Holy field, let's go.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first driving a game, and you're methodical. Take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leader?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see who.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Through the air, it's Beebe. Got his man in the middle. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On first down from their own 22. Takes the handoff. It's Cousins. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
This defense has got to get better at tackling field to field game tackling, because if you need these guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll go right back to it. And he'll move his way forward to first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Royals are moving quickly down the field. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
Nice job by the defensive draw. It's kind of a trick, get you to run on the field, but they sniffed it out, did a great job. Stop the play for no gain.
Got stuck on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and so on.
The Royals will send out the punt unit. The punter's going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground to the offense. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react and get punched in the mouth on that time.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense getting.
Creating big space, getting just enough good blocking. They've got it up to the 47-yard line.
This guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver on the ball and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you really want to always establish the football, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
You've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make his easy catch and then advancing.
Defense makes the stop, but the change move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here just chews up another first down, gives him another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bobcat.
No.
Precision blocking up front. He created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. Gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What a number one job blocking that pass.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. It's been some weeks for this team that they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just
And the pressure was too much. That's a 58 on the play.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. DBs and linebackers are playing zone, playing their spaces, force the DB to have to hold the ball and try to work through his progressions. Then the pass rush, they win up front.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
great job by the defense. Everybody firing on the ball. The guys holding their gaps, running with the football, nowhere to go.
The defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Scanning the field is Beebe. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Really good job on the defense, understanding the 3rd down situation in the game, playing a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, reaction shorter. I got to go get him on the ground. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, now forcing a 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. How about the way they attacked them last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Bolton fires to the left.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get through it. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can do.
Fakes the grab down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the six because he got nothing after the catch. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found
Cushion and made the play.
Man, it is so awesome how much offense is involved. They know exactly what they're going to get, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, and get to the first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheats. They just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Leaves it with the back.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Yeah, this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first down. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is...
And in the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is through, and the lead balloons to 21. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be knocked down. Now this offense is back on the field. They're down by 21 points. You get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good, really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right look, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be doubted because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. And the offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Back to pass is Phoebe. They're bringing heat. And to get rid of it quickly. That pass is incomplete. They might be fortunate. It wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed.
Little Dion Newcomb action. Get him a snap.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20.
Wow.
Way downfield. And he breaks into the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Royals will hustle to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down.
There we go, baby.
Picked off.
Going the other way, and
He's got room.
To the house, baby.
He's inside the 40. He's at the 20.
Let's go. J.D. Fox, house call.
Texas State. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is. But it's so awesome when your defense study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route, and you make the play, and just go get in that end zone. It is so huge.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 21 over Nebraska. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen,
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking downfield, it's Beebe, trying to get to it. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. And off from the shotgun. Hard running there. It's that hole for 4. He gets it out to the 16. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? They go right back to it. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to 25.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they flipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy running back too, right? Because you can throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, the running back, looking for room. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the 6 for a first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right, they hit him in space using his speed. Good play.
Quarterback on the keeper. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
It's a nice job by this defense. That QB is great. They're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They're dialed in. He's got that second.
Line getting set on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's there to make the stop.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on a radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Beebe. They're trying to get to it. Had to throw it before he wanted. And this
Good job, D.
incomplete on 3rd down.
It's just good shit.
The trenches talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Royals will call on their punt team.
way.
Even with minimal gain on the return, they are
No
going to
way.
from the 36.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. Notice this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
First down here from the offense. He'll do it himself. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
QB decided to keep it on that one. Listen, if you had his athleticism, you want to keep it too. Almost every time there must be types of option play. He's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Man, who says you can't run the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rush.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding his zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Royals have taken it inside the 20. The give to the back. And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. He gave this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground and he gets north fast.
Trying to search it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
What a great job by the defense. You've got to understand it's physical time, right? They want to run the football. They start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for this.
And lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Hader.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off.
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming down. I'm running the football, right?
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Royals. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time and weight room.
No doubt. That lower body strength, what a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. You'll call for the Bearcats here. Texas State has the football back and they'll go on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jets, you can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can. I think it's a good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page and just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
The Bobcats heading quickly to the line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field, get to the quarterback. Everything looks like it's passed down the field. Plus those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of rest, making some moves, getting up the field, making a big play.
Hey, we reached the 2-minute warning. They'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And he drops it just a little slippery in the hand.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. She beat through a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Looking for a crease. It's Griffin. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains from their stop at the 41. And the Bobcats will snap it on first and 10. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback will be spun down back at the 43. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about. out up front. They 1-1 right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looks it in, it's complete. Good, solid pickup there now. He starts to develop with a first down at the 31. They're going to run it. They make the stop of this running game. Moves the chain and they get the first down. The Bobcats are in the red zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They march to the red zone and here they go. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play.
So screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get it to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. Almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense will quickly use the timeout.
And listen, the offense has had their way. They've had so much success, so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gives you some spark. Maybe this gives you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life to these defenses.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think the defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to hold off of. Maybe that's what they can quickly as they get ready for their next opponent. Things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently.
And the Bobcats in the hurry up. Design run for the quarterback. They bring him down and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've held the ball forever. Relentless drive, but what a windy defense if they can force a field goal. Finds little time with his feet. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. So send out the kicker here. That is no good. After the missed field goal, hey,
Could be worse. They're still up by
21.
They knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors now. Halftime update. The Bobcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see the offense making its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side of the defense, they haven't given much.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively, and you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, get ready to come back in this game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Cousins. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. The Royals come to the line with a new set of downs.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the 6 are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
And you see those balls in practice, just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what just goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll give it to the back. Keep the legs moving. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Royals does it more quickly. To the air, it's Beebe. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down cut. And the field goal unit is on the field.
And the kicker delivers 3 to salvage that drive. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff from the gun.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And the Bobcats get it past the stick.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation at getting 1st down. To do that, you've got to have balance. You can't only throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
He's right on target. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Texas State.
Let's go.
And the beatdown has ensued. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? Extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state. This game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over Wyoming. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know of it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They move the tight end all over. To the air on 1st down. Feeling some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. after the misfire now on second down. Powers through the defender. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the change to measure this one.
And already it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback just doesn't put it all. Stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. Even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback's scrambling, the quarterback's running. It's completely changed the way people play defense.
The Royals will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Beebe. He's got an open man. Got him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
The RPO fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And on second down for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up the blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The D taking bring some heat on 3rd and long to the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming, lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Royals send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Unloads to the wideout. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab over the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done. They pick up the first down on the throwing catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of down. Off-play action on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
This quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. Right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense got to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk. You keep doing this, you'll go all the way down the field. So you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch past the stick. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is, too. Where is he trying to get? The ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the first down. He needs to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. See if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. The aerial assault continues. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. Nice job by the defender. Just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn over on down. And now this offense will take the field again. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman pushes the guy backwards and makes some holes?
Got the first down and more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
I really like how this offense uses the QB in the running game because he might not be the fastest quarterback in college football, but he's got just enough that you have to respect him and you have to account for him defensively.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw will help that guy get extra yards after the catch.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Royals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys start through the first 3 periods. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Dropping back is Beebe. He finds his man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. He wants to throw here on second down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's crazy. 1 second you're the offense, they think a second and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot, and then you give up the sack, and all of a sudden, you're in 3rd and long, and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this. We're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On fourth down, going in the air. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Just on the edge of the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. Now that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, first and 15 for this offense. Takes the snap, wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got it still on the feet. That throwing catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's third and goal. Into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection that he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think they're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Royals!
And that is why you never quit on a play. Fourth down by the goal line. It looks like the quarterback had nowhere to go with it, but he wouldn't quit. He wouldn't give in to the defense. He just dug deep down inside himself and found a way to score that TD. That was impressive.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. It didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Nice job by the defense being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going again. A lot of times these running backs just tackles, they make the miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense, and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Bobcats are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads it left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
This is so interesting right now watching this offense. stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Now we've got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs in his first and goal from the 7.
Everything going the offense's way. We're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead. You just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chain.
Touchdown, Bobcats! And the punishment has been extended. They tackle more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. The kick is up and good, and puts one more on the lead. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of this business.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. First half of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He's got his man. That's a nice pickup. He gives them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. After that completion, moves the chains. Now first down. Looking to pass. It's Beebe. Can't find his man. He took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching them run back tomorrow when they get the opportunities. They have got time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All the hits, all the...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
One of the things that makes this defense so tricky, they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline and run east-west, they can run downhill on blitzes and get your quarterback.
Pocket starts to collapse. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So the best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's swatted away at the turnover on down. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now changes the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you've got a good shot at keeping the football, keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. They've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
And the Bobcats will try to punch it in on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
How good does that feel, right? You got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Touchdown, Bobcats! And the route is on. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. Won the game today.
3-0, baby.
2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're